This will be yet another dramatic moment in the Russia investigation. In just hours, Roger Stone will appear here in federal court, where he will be criminally charged on 7 counts, including lying to Congress. And it does come as this nearly 2-year investigation could soon be coming to a close. This morning, for the first time, the acting attorney general saying publicly special counsel Robert Mueller's investigation into Russian meddling could be nearly complete.
The investigation is, I think, close to being completed, and I hope that we can get the report from Director Mueller as soon as possible.
NBC News was first to report Mueller could submit his findings as early as next month. It comes as the president's former advisor, Roger Stone, is heading to federal court in just hours, charged with 7 counts, including obstruction, making false statements, and witness tampering. Stone touching down in Washington late Monday.
The only stripes I look good in are pinstripes.
But after sending mixed signals about whether he'll cooperate with Mueller, overnight striking a defiant note on Fox News, praising President Trump.
I am not going to testify against him because I possess no negative information.
Prosecutors say Stone lied about his efforts to obtain hacked emails from WikiLeaks that were damaging to the Clinton campaign. The White House says the charges have nothing to do with the president, and Stone insists he hasn't done anything wrong.
There is no Russian collusion. I had no collaboration with WikiLeaks.
Press Secretary Sarah Sanders asked if Mr. Trump would pardon his former advisor.
Kristen,
can you guarantee that the president won't pardon Roger Stone?
Again, I'm not going to talk about hypotheticals that are just ridiculous.
The president has tried to downplay his relationship with Stone, but the two were confidants for decades. And now Stone is the 6th person in the president's orbit to be ensnared in the sprawling Mueller investigation that has loomed large over the Trump White House.
The more that this goes on, the more and more we see that none of these things have anything to do with the president.
And Kristen, there's a development, and it has to do with the president's former longtime attorney, Michael Cohen. What's going on?
Well, Savannah, House Democrats on Monday announced that the president's former fixer, Michael Cohen, will testify behind closed doors on Capitol Hill next week. Now, Cohen had been scheduled to testify publicly, but he pulled out, citing concerns about his family's safety amid what he called threats from President Trump and the president's attorney, Rudy Giuliani. Now, Mr. Trump and Giuliani have lashed out at Cohen and his family members on Twitter and in public, but Mr. Trump and Giuliani have denied that those are threats. Savannah, Hoda, back to you.
All right, Kristen Welker, thank you.